They believe he's going to be on the roster. Their stance is he will be on the roster to start next season. And if that's the qualifying offer, that's what it is. The concern there, the flip side of that, is the messiness of this.
The Warriors never got close to offering Jonathan Kuminga anything in the ballpark of $30 billion.
He brings a lot. I mean, they drafted him number 7 overall in the lottery, in 2021, and he's gotten better every single season.
Can we stop acting like just because a team drafted a top 10 player ever 2 GMs ago, 1 owner ago, over a decade ago, because that happened, everything that this team does, the Warriors, there's some chess, not checkers plan? There's not. They messed up the Jonathan Kuminga situation.
Malika, this is turning into a battle of control over the short and long-term future of Jonathan Kuminga.
He wants to go. And the Kings are offering a starting spot, power forward, next to Keegan Murray, next to Sabonis. He's talked on a Zoom call with Scott Perry, as you know, the GM, BJ Armstrong, the assistant GM, and also with their head coach.
Okay.
So he's in.
This is the weirdest standoff that the Golden State Warriors have had in recent memory. Is this a team held hostage by a single player, or is it the worst mismanagement of an asset seen in the last decade? Now, the Warriors started the offseason on a lower note than usual. While this is mainly due to the fact that they were second-round exits, the surrounding factors have played a significant role as well. The championship core is getting older. They don't really have a young core that they're willing to pay, and the discourse surrounding Jonathan Kuminga and the Warriors' plans for him have dominated all summer, as any move they make will have to go through him. Because of this, of all 30 teams in the league, the Warriors are the only ones who have yet to make an offseason move. Midway through last season, the Warriors were under a ton of pressure to get Stephen Curry some help. While a lot of signs pointed to Jonathan Kuminga becoming a second option next to Steph, an ankle injury sent him into rehab and forced the Warriors to make a move they had been considering since last summer. That move eventually became the trading of Andrew Wiggins for Jimmy Butler. There's reason to believe that Jonathan sees Jimmy as his replacement. We actually covered this in a video almost a year ago, and rumors were abuzz on social media about JK wanting to get a max contract. Obviously, the Warriors saw things differently, and instead of offering any contract to JK, pivoted to focusing on an acquisition of Butler. The idea wasn't to replace JK completely, however, but more of a complimentary stopgap to help Curry in presumably his final years. Seems the misunderstanding is leading to a bit of self-destruction on both parties. What's going on, and what is the likely outcome for JK and the Warriors going forward? Watch the entire video to find out. You're about to get
It's a bad look on the Warriors, in my opinion, Malika. One, because I get it with the information that Jonathan Kuminga is saying he's going to bet on himself, but it's hard to walk into a locker room and bet on yourself when a coach has shown you time and time again that at any given time he could pull you out of the rotation.
It seemed starting the offseason that Jonathan Kuminga was a part of the Warriors' plans. However, they may not be a part of his plans. The Warriors hope to bring him back, and recent reports have them making him an offer of just 2 years and $40 million. Kuminga's camp refused this offer, not even responding to it, only for the Warriors to increase that offer in hopes of enticing him. This new offer was for 2 years and $45 million, with a team option on year 2, presumably to combat what has been Jonathan Kuminga's most lucrative offer up to this point. So what was this lucrative offer? At this point in the game, 2 teams have fielded serious offers for Jonathan Kuminga: the Sacramento Kings and the Phoenix Suns. Both the Sacramento Kings and the Phoenix Suns offered Jonathan Kuminga packages worth around $90 million over the course of 4 years. This gives Jonathan Kuminga a long-term guarantee, something he and most NBA players prefer. This was the deal the Golden State Warriors countered with their $45 million offer, as it has the same yearly return. But that doesn't even begin to scratch the surface, as this deal is littered with nuances that puts Kuminga's career at risk. Jonathan Kuminga's camp has pointed out that the team option on year 2 of the Warriors offer poses a big problem. They pointed out that signing the 2-year deal with the Warriors, who have strung Jonathan Kuminga's career along for 4 years, would give up too much control of his future. But not only that, the Warriors are also requesting that Jonathan Kuminga give up the inherent no-trade clause that comes with the qualifying offer. Why is this so bad? This would mean that JK wouldn't be able to choose the team or situation that he goes to, something he obviously finds important, especially considering he spent his first 4 years under Steve Kerr only to end up not having any value whatsoever. We've seen tons of players at the college level enter the transfer portal in order to find a coach that sees the value in what they bring to the table. For a quick example, look no further than the team's very own Brandon Pajemski, who barely played any minutes as a freshman before transferring to Santa Clara. Not only was he now ranked after being trusted and given the freedom to play his game, the Warriors selected him 19th overall. He made the all-rookie first team and is now a starter on the team. Jonathan Kuminga obviously didn't go the college route and received no such opportunity at any level after leaving the G League. So what would it take for Kuminga to return to the Warriors? It's been said a number of times that JK wants a contract in the range of $30 million. Now, while the general consensus is that it is true, the fact is, during the Summer League, his agent proposed a deal to the Warriors for 3 years and $82 million, one which allowed the Warriors to stay under the second apron and utilize their mid-level exception to acquire Al Horford, because let's face it, the Warriors are a second apron team by virtue of the Jimmy Butler signing and the intention to retain a talented young player whom they view as such. This contract amount is less than the $30 million that has been floated around, and this reporting has been confirmed by Shams Charania and Anthony Slater, both of ESPN. This obviously wasn't accepted by Golden State, who prefers what is essentially a 1-year deal with only $20 million guaranteed compared to the $90 million that he would be guaranteed playing in Phoenix. The next question is, if the Warriors don't think JK is worth that much, why don't they let him go in either of the deals proposed by the Kings or the Suns? The answer to that is fairly simple. The Warriors want to get Jonathan Kuminga's full value in a trade. The new collective bargaining agreement means that teams can only get half of a player's value and essentially make sign and trade deals worthless. The hope is to get him on a very team-friendly deal that they can trade at the deadline as an expiring contract. This gives JK nothing in return aside from a 1-year payout and is actually contradictory to what he's really looking for. He's not looking for a handout. So what's JK's angle? He's looking for that opportunity to prove himself. He's looking for playing time on a team with a coach that trusts him on the floor or allows him to play through his mistakes and let him correct them, something he has yet to receive in Golden State. It's fair to mention that other talented young players from his draft class who did receive those opportunities are now getting paid. It is also fair to say that this situation has been mishandled since the start, and while we're not privy to all the happenings behind the scenes, considering the way things have played out, especially in the light of Looney's situation, it's pretty easy to see what's happening. And here's what it is. The Warriors gave up their 2020 number 2 overall pick for a player they're letting walk this offseason. While James Wiseman has had his fair share of issues, the Pacers have re-signed him to a contract to play next season. Peyton, on the other hand, is still waiting to be signed in free agency. In the absence of Miles Turner, it might finally be an opportunity for Wiseman to play, as he's always been troubled with injuries. The Warriors followed up with losing a talented player in Jordan Poole, whom they traded for an expiring contract, and Chris Paul, who also left the team for nothing. This is their third go-around, and by hell or high water, they do not intend to also let another lottery pick go without getting maximum value. That is the Warriors' angle. Now, while the microscope is on the Warriors and Jonathan Kuminga, this situation is being replicated across the league this offseason. They include the Bulls and Josh Giddey, the Nets and Cam Thomas, and the 76ers and Quentin Grimes. All of these players are currently restricted free agents with less than desirable offers on the board, with their host teams unsure of what to do at the moment. So this is not to say the Warriors are becoming a dumpster fire. They just happen to be under the spotlight. The Phoenix Suns offered Grayson Allen, Nick Richards, Oso Ighodaro, and draft compensation to the Warriors in exchange for Jonathan Kuminga, an offer which the Golden State Warriors refused. The Phoenix Suns actually made a second trade offer to the Golden State Warriors for Jonathan Kuminga. That offer included Royce O'Neal, Nick Richards, and 4 second-round picks. The Kings have offered second-year guard Devin Carter, Dario Saric, and 2 second-round draft picks. Yet the Warriors continue to refuse to trade Jonathan Kuminga to a team that's interested in playing him. Needless to say, this is starting to reflect very poorly on the team and not so much on Jonathan Kuminga. At this point, Jonathan Kuminga would rather take the 2-year and $45 million deal elsewhere than return to Golden State. This is Klay Thompson 2.0 all over again, and the Warriors better act fast before they lose Jonathan Kuminga for absolutely nothing in free agency. But let me know what you guys think of the situation. Should Jonathan Kuminga accept the Warriors' 2-year $45 million team-friendly offer? Should the Warriors accept his camp's counter of 3 years and $82 million to give the team flexibility on signing more free agents? Should the Warriors accept the trade with the Sacramento Kings, or should they accept the trade with the Phoenix Suns? Post your thoughts in the comments below. Before that, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on all your notifications so you don't miss any of my latest uploads. Thanks for watching. Till next time, swish.